All right, I know what you're thinking here. I know what you're thinking. We've got the holiday spirit in the background, much like we've already moved past Thanksgiving. We are on to Christmas and whatever other gift-giving holiday you celebrate out there in December, which is great. We're turning the page here in Philadelphia, you think, on the Phillies and the World Series? Not so fast, because it's not even a matter of if. It's not a question of whether. It is a matter of fact that the Houston Astros have blown a 3-2 lead, losing 2 straight at home. They just did it. 2019 to the Washington Nationals. So maybe we shouldn't be celebrating Christmas so soon, or whatever other gift-giving holiday you celebrate in December. And maybe you have a birthday like I do in December. So keep that in the back of your mind, which I'm sure you'll forget as you already have. So let's head on over. $5 going to turn into $200 over at DraftKings. Don't do the money line here. I would do UConn. So click that link below, sign up at DraftKings, put $5 in and bet immediately UConn to beat UMass, and that's going to turn into $200. All right, let's build a same game parlay for this Phillies Astros game. 2 things you have to know right now. 1, Zach Wheeler is hurt. I don't know how bad he's hurt. I don't know how much he's injured, but he was not fully stretched out, and Zach Wheeler is not himself at his best. This is a bad spot for Zach Wheeler. You have to realize that at some point, at any point, Ranger Suarez will be brought in for longer relief because I don't believe that Zach Wheeler's got it. I think also, as we've seen this number go below consistently, we're getting a good value at 7.5 in still a smaller park. It's not like they've moved to a humongous, just gigantic coliseum where it's going to be impossible for anybody to launch. We begin, I think, with just a lot of runs. Somebody's going to give something up. Framber Valdez, and shout out to Greg Ehrenberg because he had a really sharp play for a futures ticket that was still good value. In fact, when I woke up and saw it on the Discord and then went to bet it, that number already dropped 100 points. So it's not just me on the Discord hitting wild, ridiculous 4-leg same game parlays. You actually have some reasonable, rational decision-making that's being shared with you on there. And with that said, I think looking at Framber Valdez, he is an easy target, but we also saw both him and Christian Javier pitch to extreme. They were extreme, great, positive. So maybe there is a little regression. I just think we saw both of these teams be able to put up some runs. The other thing I want to do here is correlate that with a run in the first inning. And people may look at this at plus 120, I think is what we're playing here, because with Wheeler and Valdez, especially with what we've seen so far with each one of these guys collectively in the postseason, it would make sense that they would cruise. But we just saw this, even with a guy in Justin Verlander, who I know had that shaky World Series past, but Syndergaard calmed down, Verlander calmed down, Nola has been victimized in the first. We've seen this before where the first inning, guys all gassed up, jacked up, juiced up, jacked up, ready to go. That's where you can get a pitcher, no matter how good he is. I don't care if the guy's pitching like Max Scherzer. We've seen that too. We've made good money off that, by the way, with Mets games. Looking at this here, it's just a matter of taking advantage of it. Now, total runs. We've gone over 7.5. We could get a little sneaky here and try to limit what the Philadelphia Phillies are doing while still honoring the 8 runs. Meaning, could you see a 5-3 game? Absolutely. That gets us to plus 900, though. I don't think you're going to see much from the Phillies offense again. They figured out you don't need to go right at Bryce Harper. How genius is that, right? Like, hey, dude, slow down. You don't need to pitch to Bryce Harper anymore. You're okay here. And from there, it's so much easier to pitch to Nick Castellanos. It's so much easier to not have to worry about who's defending or protecting because there is no protection. You just walk them. Just get them on the base path. You get around the fact that Kyle Schwarber's got monster power, then all of a sudden it's like, all right, that wasn't that bad. So this is, I think, way more doable than trying to fit in where the Astros are in their team total. Right now, we're at plus 900. I don't hate this at all. We have yet to even add a player prop, not available to us at the moment, but still, just looking at this, I think we're going to make something here. This is like on one of these chef shows where they give them a couple of crazy ingredients and they take out the normal stuff like you can't use butter, whatever the hell. I think we created something. I think we craft something. Do we want to get a little nuts and play a first 5? I think we can, but I also want to just, look at this. I don't want to go first 5 money line. Like, I don't want to do a first 5 money line parlay. I'd rather just play this thing first 5, which is not going to be out. If you did want to play this, what you could easily do here is paint this picture. Now, I'm not going to do it quite yet. Let me just tell you about the Discord, and then we'll come back. I already told you how you can turn 5 into 200. Click that DraftKings link below. Put your information in. Sign up. If you're new, great. We love you. We want you here. You've already hit the thumbs up and subscribe button. Odd Chopper, once you get on DraftKings, thumbs up, subscribe, and then from there, deposit $5 and put that $5 again on this UConn money line play. That's it, UConn money line. That's going to turn into $200 tonight once UConn beats UMass, because that's all you need, and that's 5 into 200. All right, before we get out of here with one little supersized play, let me show you here. ES Insider is the other link below to the promo code. First week's free, man. I mean, think about that. You're signing up with your first week free. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty easy. It's pretty simple. And from there, you can do whatever you want. We do a lot. We give out world live. How about this? Live under 51.5 Houston live. That was Thursday Night Football. And as you see, somebody sends the screenshot in. We love it. Thank you. Thank you for tailing. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for playing along. That's not all we do. Showed you this a couple of times over the last week. Nice 4-leg same game parlay. Ivy League football's in the house here. Kicking props are in the house here. So we're doing a lot, and we just want you to be a part of it. All right, let's get out of here with one little bang. Phillies get the first 5. Houston pulls it out. They win the World Series at home. You're welcome. You're all welcome to join the Odd Shopper page.